All right, go ahead and get started. For those that don't know me, my name is Elijah Johnson. I'm the VP of Engineering at a company called Straddle. I'm here to present on building better bank payments with a compliant by default API. So, the slide, perfect. So before we get started and doing a little bit of a show and tell, I want to give a little bit of context for what we do at Straddle. So, motto we have at Straddle is instant speed requires instant trust. Building better bank payments. I want to talk a little bit about the state of bank payments today. So for those that either consumer or business, you guys must be very familiar. We have legacy ACH. You know, that is the historic 1970s way of doing bank transfers. There's a few things that, this is not ideal in as far as blackout periods, little to no visibility of where your money's at. I'm sure you guys have either paid your mortgage or received an ACH and you said, where is it? I requested this 2-3 days ago and it's still out in the ether. And a lot of businesses that use ACH as their main way of payment do report fraud. I believe about 1 in 3 businesses. ACH, though, is a behemoth. In 2024, $86 trillion were moved through ACH in the U.S. alone. That is about 3 times the U.S. GDP, so a lot of money is being moved through that. The alternative to ACH is not perfect either, right? We have instant payments, but some of the issues with instant payments of FedNow and RTP are that transactions are irreversible. Instant settlement means instant fraud. Lock safety controls make it really hard to scale. And this requires piecemealing some of the solutions together, whether that's KYC, AML, open banking, instant payment. Becomes a bit of a cluster as far as managing all these solutions. So if we want to have better bank payments, better instant, trusted, secure bank payments, what do? So this has actually been solved in the past before. It just hasn't been done with bank payments. So this has been done with card networks. So card networks really do have an identity-first approach here. So we brought this same thinking to bank payments. So in order to enable account-to-account bank payments, companies, again, have to stitch together all these tools to make sure they're compliant by default, from identity to AML to open banking to payments. At Straddle, we put this all together, really with identity being at the forefront of the payment and pay key solution. So what we do as far as having our identity-first approach is we link the customer's KYC and KYB to the account. So it's not enough just to verify if the business exists. We want to verify if the business exists and do you want to do business with this person? I could be a real person, but I might be prone to fraudulent disputes. Maybe you don't want to do business with me. After that, we then have a pay key, which is really a cryptographic token that binds the identity of the verified user to the bank account that they've supplied, making sure that we can trust both the identity and the link to the bank account. The last thing is all these pieces are trusted. Now we can actually have payments freely, trusted payments, knowing how much money is in their bank account through open banking to say whether they'll be good for the money. So what we're about to show you is a demo of our solution. We'll run through really 3 main functionalities, 3 post API calls. That is identity, linking to the bank account, and then moving money. And then let me just exit out of here. So funny enough, we actually have a vibe-coded tool, as you can see, really well branded for the Miami NerdCon. Some people on our team did put this together, vibe-coded the tool. The really cool thing is that we can actually vibe code a tool to show off our tool because it's so easy to integrate with. So what we start with, as I talked about before, is we have a lot of different solutions to authentication. Whether you are a SaaS tool and you just want to sign up a user, whether you are a bank or a brokerage wanting to use more advanced KYC, we offer the full authentication solution. But for the sake of the demo, let's do create customer KYC. Here's all the information that you'd supply us. You run it through our post API. And let's just do a review here. Did I hit it? I must have missed it. One sec. Or nope, it's going. Sweet. So in just a matter of seconds, we have all of the customer's information here. So really in this top section, right, we've got their name, we've got their email, we did a KYC, so we have amassed social security, but we have some underlying data here. Give me one sec, just pulling up my notes. We have this underlying data here that really does ask the question of, does Elijah exist? And beyond does Elijah exist, is this person who they say they are? I could add somebody's information, but we want to do an identity matching. After that, we have a little bit more information here. Let me see. We have trust scores, we have ratings here, again, on this underlying data. But we also have kind of a watch list. So now we're asking the question, not does this person exist and is this person who they say they are? Do we trust them enough to do business? And we get to make that call as the business. And then when we say, can we do business with them? Do we want to do business? We give all this underlying data. After this, let's just say we've got them in review. Everything looks good. We want to approve them. Bing, user is approved. Go through here. Let me give it a sec to make sure everything goes through. Great. Okay, so when it comes to our open banking solution, when we want to map the identity of the user to their bank account, we have a lot of different solutions for you and your business. Whether you want to use our open banking tool, whether you want to use our partners like Quilt or MasterCard, or you say, hey, I already use Plaid. I just want to bring all the Plaid tokens that represent my customer's bank account. So because Plaid is so popular, let's go with Plaid. I'm here, we'll do a review. And now we are linking and mapping. As you can see, we've got some fun graphics here. What's happening in the background is we have a proprietary identity matching algorithm designed to securely and accurately verify that the customer's identity matches the ownership of the details of their bank account. Our algorithm normalizes input names by standardizing punctuation, white spaces, suffixes. So if your name is Robert Jr. and you put in Bob here, we can figure out these things, really minimizing the false positives. Once our algorithm match is verified and the customer is verified, we create a special kind of payment token called a pay key. So in this pay key, we have all their information. We give some kind of review around whether there's a name match or not. Here we can see that there are name matches. So we run through and let's approve this. So now that we have a pay key here, this is an established token that's forever reusable. We verified that the customer's identity does in fact map to the customer's bank account and that they have enough money. So let's do now a charge here. I'm going to run through, create a charge. So unlike typical ACH, what we have is the ability to do a tracking of the payment. So for those that have ever used ACH, you send an ACH payment and it just goes out into the ether. You have no idea the status. For us, we have an implemented webhook for you to see as a business and as a user every step along the way where it's at. Is it in clearing? Is it scheduled? Is it pending? I mean, for goodness sake, we can track pizzas on pizza apps, but we can't track our money. So we give this status to the customer so that they know where the money is every step of the way. So this call is going. So as I kind of talked a little bit before, our solution is incredibly simple. In 3 post calls, all we have is identity verified. We made sure these are somebody that exists and you want to do business with. We've created a tokenized payment, cryptographic payment form to where it's linked to the bank account and linked to their identity. And then lastly, we have the ability to do payments infinitely, as many as we want, as long as the bank account exists. So it's, again, very, very easy to implement and integrate with our solution. And as you can see, we've kind of got the updating of the status and the charge lifecycle. So this is kind of the unhappy path of if we do just a bunch of reviews. Let's do a bit of a happy path here. Cool. Everything's going to start over from scratch here. Just give it a sec. Minimize this menu. Let me zoom out here. I think the formatting of this thing. Okay, good. So yep, as I said before, in 3 post calls, we've verified the customer's KYC and identity. We've done a charge, we've created a pay key and then done a charge. So this is incredibly simple and easy to integrate with. Exit out of here. So the reason that this architecture that we've put together matters is because how we've enabled identity, AML, open banking, payments, all to exist in one place really does set the groundwork for us to enable instant payments in a way that we haven't seen before. It's also incredibly easy to integrate with less code. Like I said, all it is 3 API calls for you to do identity, AML, payments, and create pay keys. And then the last thing is you have total visibility of where your money is, where your client's money is, every step of the way. So for those that are interested in building with us, feel free to scan the QR code or find me afterwards, and we're happy to set up sandbox environments. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Any questions? Let's see. There. Yeah. I remember on this stage, I got to hold it real close to my mouth, almost like I'm kissing the microphone, is what they said. Any questions or thoughts or feedback? If you're here at the SideQuest stage, you got to be interactive.